Hello, Pisces. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it's so good to be here with all of you today. Today, we're going to dive into a reading, and I really don't know what to expect from it. It seems like in the pre-shuffle, you could be setting boundaries, potentially being in a state of more isolation lately. The Hermit card did come up. Boundaries came up in the Oracle, and there was also the Page of Swords. So there could be some conversations that you're getting ready to have or news you're getting ready to receive, and you maybe have been distancing yourself from all of that recently. So I'm going to see if any of that comes up in your readings today. So timestamps are always listed below if you kind of want to skip through the oracle portion, the tarot portion, the last words that I have on here. And there's also options to book readings with me. I did have my first booking since I came back from maternity leave that I will be doing today. Right now, they're all going to be pre-recorded because I just don't know the schedule with the baby yet, and she's up and down all the time. So for now, they will be pre-recorded, sent to you via email, but those are still available, Pisces. So wanted to let you know. But let's dive in. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of the highest white Christed light, we ask that you join us here today with Pisces as we shuffle these cards and invoke any messages that they need to hear today. All right. Immediately, we have perfect moments, and I will be reading the book for some of these because they are not completely intuitive, and I want to make sure that we receive the messages intended. We have on fire. I'm going to change my battery out really quick, Pisces. Okay, so next one is beauty sleep. Be open to receiving, and murky waters. So a mixed bag here, Pisces, of energies that you are going through. One that I consistently have been seeing come up in your readings, though, has been the need for you to rest, which we're definitely getting from this beauty sleep card, and be open to receiving is definitely about a gift coming in. I think this is a period of time when Spirit just wants you to understand that you need to be ready to go into more of an Empress energy where you are receiving rather than working so hard for the things that you do. If it may be difficult for you to rest, this is an invocation, a call for you to make that more of a priority, to stop rushing and trying to make things go so fast. I know right here with the Murky Waters card that a lot of you are going through transitions, trials, and tribulations. But with those butterfly wings, you are about to go through a big metamorphosis and rise above those issues that you've been traversing. A lot of them have been in relation to jobs, finances, relationships, and also changes with your health and changes with who you are on the inside. A lot of Pisces are really going into like a more single mentality, focusing on themselves and all of those things. But I do want to read the book for perfect moments and on fire and see what Spirit has to say about those particular cards. Okay, the perfect moments card says, perfect moments are different for all of us. For some, it's the moment when the sunlight caresses exposed skin on an exotic beach. For others, it's an instance of deep understanding between themselves and someone they love. Even enjoying a perfectly brewed cup of tea, sitting in your favorite spot, encompassed by the stillness of the early morning, is capable of becoming a paradisal experience. This card is an indication that you could be experiencing more enchanted instances in your life. They exist and are present, but you do not recognize them for what they are. Perfect moments can be simple, everyday occurrences of intense gratitude and love. Unlike what society has taught us, they do not need to be solely reduced to a few big milestones in your lifetime. In fact, they shouldn't. After all, why limit the number of occasions of pure bliss in your life? So Pisces, the message I'm getting loud and clear in this card is it's time for you to actually sit back and enjoy and rest and realize the peace that you have in the midst of the storm that's going on in your life. You may be the type of person like me where you're very type A, you're always on the go, you're always moving. This is an invitation to like slow down and enjoy every moment, not just the ones that are like these, like it said, huge milestones, big changes, big life events. A lot of us are going through extreme change, but where can we maybe slow the pace of our life and allow, again, that beauty sleep to come in, and also to allow ourselves to receive gifts. And sometimes the gift is just life itself. That card said, you know, that cup of coffee or tea, that sip of water, sitting outside and having the sun hit your skin. Are you taking time to appreciate the little moments, or are you getting bogged down with all the details and the stresses that have been coming up around you? Let's read the On Fire card. It's card 44. All right. The message. Have you ever noticed how listening to the right song or wearing something you feel confident in gives you an additional spark? Or how thinking to yourself that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to while working on projects just gives you an extra boost of confidence? Now is the time for you to ignite and do everything with the intention of doing it right. No more half-hearted attempts toward projects and work that needs to be completed. Close your eyes, set your intention, and feel the tips of your fingers tingle while you light your inner spark. The energy around you is full of fire and passion, which leads you in the direction of inspired action. You are fierce, you are bold, and most importantly, you are in control. No additional gas is needed to get your fire going. You naturally have it in you. Feeling like you are extra lovable and sensual is not uncommon during this time. Your sexual energies are expanding. Extend your passion to any romantic relationship you may have in your life, as well as extending your fierceness towards yourself. A life lived with passion is a life well lived. So this is kind of on the other end of the spectrum of Spirit wanting you to not only really capitalize, I want to say, on this like Venusian energy, because Venus is in Pisces right now, but also on just anything that you're passionate about. Are you passionate about your creative projects? Are you passionate about your job? Is there a relationship that you have in your life where you're passionate about your partner, your children, the work that you do on a daily basis, like this project that I have right now, where I'm working feverishly on my tarot channel, because I'm ready for growth. I'm ready for there to be a blossoming abundance and more soul family and soul tribe added to this channel. More opportunities to also connect with you guys and to help each other on our journey. So there's this energy here that although things are a little bit murky in your life, Pisces, you have a lot of energy to expose yourself to the world, to show the world what you're made of, to remember who you are. This is giving massive Queen of Wands energy of like not only sexual energy, but confidence, creativity, entrepreneurial, I should say, energy. And this is a time for you, Pisces, to remember your power. So while you're going through this time of rest, taking time to capture all the moments that Spirit has given you to really live in that state of gratitude and to receive the gifts that are coming towards you right now in your life, this is a time for you to pull back on things that don't make you happy, things that you're not passionate about, especially jobs and relationships that are not fulfilling to you, Pisces. I must say a lot of us are going to be going through transition there. And it's time for you to put more emphasis on, I'm doing things for me. I'm prioritizing my mental health, my mental well-being. I want to get my hair done, my nails done, get a new wardrobe. I want to go and look beautiful on a daily basis for just myself. There's this energy here, Pisces, where God is saying, invest in you. Okay. Invest in you. And no matter the murkiness that is around you, there is such beauty, that is also beginning to shine. The people around you, I'm also getting, that have been taking from you, they're keeping you in that state of the murky waters. You are starting to see a more clear reflection. Like imagine looking into a body of water and it's super cloudy. You can't see yourself. But as you move forward and as you extricate these people out of your life and these situations out of your life that have been dimming your light, you're going to start to get into more clear waters where you can actually see yourself, and you're going to see a lot of improvement in your life as well. So let's dive into your tarot. current situation for Pisces. The decks I'm using today are both by a creator named Vanessa Samina, and I just felt called to use them today. First card we have for your current situation is Knight of Pentacles. So right now, Spirit is saying, slow down. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Focus on where you want to be in the next, I want to say 12 months for some reason. And how do you want to get there? By rushing and forcing the situation, you're never going to get there. By taking your time, by slowing it down, by focusing on what gives you joy and passion, by putting more effort and emphasis into yourself, you are going to create a beautiful new adventure, a beautiful new beginning in your life, Pisces. I can see it. For many of you, this is a physical, thing you can touch, see, taste, smell. If this is a relationship, you are building a strong relationship where you're not jumping into things. If this is a new project or way that you're making money, this is going to happen slowly for you over the next year. And the more emphasis you put into consistency and strategy in whatever area of your life this is, you will see that it stands the test of time. You are not meant to rush right now. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Some of you, I'm getting the energy, you might feel like I have to go. I got to keep up with the Joneses. I got to do this. I got to do that. There's an emphasis in this reading to really just let things be. What's challenging Pisces with this Knight of Pentacles, this slow down energy? What's challenging them? That is so funny. The Eight of Wands. This is like one of the faster moving cards in the tarot. After the Chariot, I would say is probably the fastest of the minor arcana. So this is an energy with the Eight of Wands of just needing to constantly go. You are not going to accomplish more by depleting your energy right now, Pisces. There is a call to soften. There is a call to release. There is a call for you to slow down. The faster you try to push situations and the more urgency that you try to put on them, I just see a lot of resistance coming back to you because Spirit wants you to remember that in order for you to get out of these murky waters, where's our card at? You have to rest. You have to chill. And there's actually a way in which I feel like you will be manifesting more by being in a state of receiving rather than a state of I need. It's just like, thank you, Spirit, for providing. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing this opportunity for this door to open at the time it's meant to. Strengths? Yeah. Some of you are really rushing. The Fool. So the strength in the Fool is doing something you've never done before. So Pisces, I feel like some of you are people who just have never really taken the time to be taken care of. I know I'm guilty of that. You haven't ever really done the work of allowing yourself to just be in a state of receival. A state of receiving. I don't know if receival is even a word. This is a time for you, Pisces, to embark on a new journey. And I really see this card saying that you aren't going to be acting like you usually are, like you usually do. You're going to be a different person. The Fool energy is very much so like I'm taking a chance in a whole new way. I'm going to allow myself for the first time in a really long time just to be. And I want to say, Pisces, you're going to attract so much abundance into your life by just saying, Spirit, I trust you. Spirit, I trust you. Area of focus. We have the Two of Cups, the Magician, and Temperance. This is beautiful. So the Two of Cups is telling you to focus in on relationships. And I don't just see relationships in this card. I also see the need for things to be reciprocated, because what's funny is the Two of Cups and the Temperance card, although they are not the same type of card, there are two cups in the Temperance card's hands. And that's about balance, restoration, equilibrium. Now, all of a sudden, there's these energies coming through of like hormonal imbalances and health imbalances. You've been dealing with things, Pisces, that have been affecting your health because you've been moving too fast. You've been eating too much junk food, or you've been consuming too much liquor, or you've been ingesting things, inhaling things, whatever the case is, that haven't allowed your body to go into a state of rest. Like some of you could be working feverishly on projects, and God is like, that's not how you're going to really get ahead. Some of you may also be hustling to make money right now, and that's not how you're going to get ahead. I don't really know why that is, but the Two of Cups is about the relationships, but I also see someone pouring into your cup and you pouring into someone else's cup. The Temperance card is about homeostasis, balance, harmony, finding that perfect peace. And your angels are saying you're only going to find that perfect peace and be able to manifest here with the Magician by allowing there to be someone else or something else that kind of catches you right now. And I know that Pisces is really independent. And it's funny because I do think that for those of you who this message is going to resonate with, you may finally, for the first time in a really long time, be in a situation or in a place in your life where there is someone else there to take care of you. And I don't know if you trust it completely, but I do think that this is the first time in a long time that you're going to have to just have a leap of faith energy like this Fool card and trust that the people around you, they are here to help. And I'm even noticing now in this card here, there's a little fairy that's kind of like giving her some ammunition to probably help her sleep. So there are helpers being sent into your life right now to give you this moment to just breathe. On the bottom of the deck, I was noticing the fighting spirit card. So I just feel like, Pisces, you're so used to being in the ring, boxing, taking things head on, taking care of everybody else but yourself. And this is time for you to finally take care of yourself, and also for other people to kind of take care of you. You need this rest. Near future for Pisces. Very interesting message coming through for you, but I like it. I like it. Spirit's saying to shuffle. Okay. Near future for Pisces. There we go. The High Priestess. Oh my gosh. Yes. The High Priestess is kind of in a state of solitude and really working on her spiritual awareness. Taking the back seat, being a bit quieter, keeping things to yourself. She's in a place of study. So are you working on something behind the scenes? Like, are you working on a craft, a business, your spiritual prowess? Are you getting more into like meditation? Are you thinking about going on a spiritual retreat, taking a vacation, doing some downtime? This High Priestess energy is giving me like, if you learn how to take care of yourself, not only from a physical standpoint, but from a spiritual standpoint, you are going to be so much more fruitful in your life. Yeah, because on the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the 10 of Crystals, which is the 10 of Wands. You have been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, Pisces, and it's time for you to let that go. There's so much burden that you've had to bear. And the High Priestess is saying, you are the High Priestess. You are able to make a life for yourself in a way that you may not even understand. But by going into the Akashic Records, by going into your astrology, by going into tarot, and by going into meditation, spiritual texts, books, things of that nature, I think you're going to find that there's some ways that you can support yourself and your well-being. And this is also a way in which you protect your spiritual vessel. Recent past. Oh. Recent past for Pisces. Okay, so we have 6 of Cups, 8 of Blades, which is 8 of Swords, and 5 of Blades. So immediately what I'm getting from this, we had a reading yesterday that was all about a relationship that, like a connection or a commitment that you know needs to end. It said like the writing is on the walls. There has been a person in your life, could be several people as well, some kind of connection that you've had that is very much so like a soulmate energy. This soulmate energy is exiting your life right now. They had kept you in this 8 of Swords and 5 of Swords energy of feeling trapped, fighting, not going anywhere. They were depleting you, Pisces. I feel this energy right now of a soul connection that was depleting you of vital life force energy, that was making you do, work, go hard in the paint, provide, whatever the case was. And Spirit is saying the recent past, I think you became aware that this situation, I'm seeing these cups toppling over. Like, you know how you'll see videos of people at weddings and they've got these cups stacked on the table and then the waiter comes and bumps them and everything falls into the floor. That's the image they're giving me. This relationship depleted you of vital life force energy. And by going within, freeing yourself from this energy here of the 8 of Blades, and also realizing that this was a fight you were never going to win, you have to choose yourself. Your recent past just shows me that you finally moved on from a connection that just was not even allowing you to rest. This connection was putting you into fight or flight mode all the time. And it was preventing you from finding peace in your life. And so now some of you, like I said, you have someone in your life, not everybody, but you have someone in your life who's willing to build with you. I see 8 of Pentacles here in the Sun. Who's willing to assist you, who's willing to help you. Well, look at that. There's the four of Swords. There's finally someone that is like, I am willing to step up to the plate, Pisces, and I am willing to do what it takes to make sure that you have what you need. And this person brings a lot of joy into your life. This person makes you feel like you're on top of the world. You may have a child with this person, or they just make you feel very childlike, or this new lease on life that you've taken has allowed you this freedom to finally do exactly what this card is saying. And this card, the 4 of Blades, is saying, it's time for you to rest, Pisces. It's time for you to rest. Advice. Strength. This is going to help you to heal. It's exactly what I hear. It's going to help you heal. The Strength card can be about your vitality, your life force energy. And by you taking the step back and slowing down and maybe not working so hard and finding maybe like a side hustle or 2 small jobs that you can do, a better aligned partnership, a better aligned work relationship, a better aligned home environment, there's going to be so much improvement in your physical vitality. That is the advice from your guides. Your environment, beautiful. You're showing up here, Pisces, as the Queen of Cups and the Page of Blades, which came out in the pre-shuffle. This is you, Pisces, seeking to have conversation and send messages to people saying, no longer will I be a step stool to you. I need assistance. I need help. I need to go in a way that allows me to rest. I'm tired of constantly being in this fight or flight mode. I'm tired of always being bruised and battered. I'm ready for my cup to be filled, for my, my self-worth to be really put at the forefront. And the North Node in Pisces is really helping you to finally see that you are worth all of the effort, all of the care, all of the love, all of the, the recognition that you have been dying to have. And I think you've been in a place, Pisces, where you just moved and moved and moved, and you never took the time to pour into you. And Spirit is saying, it's time. And that Page of Swords is also, I just see there's an assertiveness that's not quite as assertive as like the Queen of Swords, but an assertiveness of like you finally prioritizing conversations that need to be had and telling people no and learning how to do that. So you're in the beginning stages of that. So that might be something that you're improving upon in your life, is finally being able to say no, being able to say boundaries need to be set. Okay. Hopes and fears for Pisces. Wheel of Fortune. You're ready just for more abundance. There's a karmic timeline that you're closing out. And I just see it here with this Wheel of Fortune that you're like, I'm ready, Spirit, to receive my due cause. I see on the bottom of the deck that there is a King of Wands and the Devil. That's kind of near this Wheel of Fortune. So I do think that there could have been this devil energy, this person holding you back, especially a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could be heavily aspected in their chart. They could even, with the Ace of Cups, have been a love connection or someone that you really cared for, family member. They caused a lot of pain in your life with the Five of Cups. A lot of sorrow, regret. And for many of you, it was a romantic relationship. But for a lot of you, though, family, a contract that you had with someone that you worked with, a best friend. And the Six of Pentacles shows that it's time for you to finally put to rest this relationship of unequal give and take. Remember, who's pouring into your cup? This karmic contract that you had with them, like you're like, I'm ready to receive. I'm ready for someone to take care of me. I'm ready to be paid. What I feel like I deserve. I'm ready to be around people who lift me up. I'm ready to do a fulfilling job. I'm ready for more peace in my daily life. I'm tired of the home that I live in. I want to go and, mark off my bucket list. And you haven't been able to do that because of that toxic, devil energy that has been holding you back from your goals, your dreams, and your fulfillment. But you have learned in the last reading that I posted yesterday, the Wheel of Fortune was in reverse because that karmic contract has finally ended. And everybody is on their own timeline. So maybe for some of you, you're still in the process of severing ties. But this is a definite soul connection, a definite soul tie that was keeping you from being in your highest version of yourself. Because what I'm seeing again with this High Priestess in your near future is you're getting ready to really come into contact with the highest version of yourself. You may be talking to your higher self lately. And that's what's guiding you through this spiritual transformation of prioritizing you. Our last card here, Pisces, potential outcome. Ooh, heavy. Heavy, 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 heavy. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. This is a heartbreak card. But what I think is actually happening is, and this is such an interesting way that the guides are showing me this card. You are, and maybe you're in the process of, gonna break somebody's heart because they thought that they could continue to treat you a certain way and you have said no more. And now the person that they used to see, the way that you used to act, the way in which you used to present yourself is no longer that. And the old Pisces is dead. Like that you're not that person anymore. I see also with the Six of Blades, like you're headed in a new direction and they may not even understand who is this Pisces? Where did this Pisces go? And you're like, that's the old Pisces. I'm not them anymore. And so I do see like a death of the old self and also the heartbreak of someone who feels like they used to know you. They used to be able to take advantage. They used to be able to control kind of what you did. And maybe there was this like hierarchy that they had over you. I'm feeling a lot of emperor energy. And you no longer are willing to deal with it. And it's almost like they can't reach you anymore. They can't communicate with you anymore. There's a wall where there used to be nothing. You used to just have open boundaries to this person. And now you're headed in a new direction, Pisces. And I'm very proud of you because you deserve it. There is so much more for you on the other side of this journey. The Six of Blades is a movement card from choppy waters to peaceful waters. And I think that you are going to see so much transformation in your everyday life because you chose yourself first. Pisces, I'm going to leave you with that. If you resonated with this message, go ahead and just put the queen emoji or the king emoji or a crown emoji in the comments to let me know that you're crowning yourself, especially in this energy here of this Queen of Cups. This does not matter if you're a man or a woman, how you, identify. This is just an energy of I'm trusting my intuition. I am honoring myself. I now know that I am worth so much more than other people have allowed me to believe, and also maybe what I allowed myself to believe. Your self-worth is improving, and you're learning a lot about how to stand up for yourself and how to advocate for yourself. But rest, Pisces, you need it. And just want to end the message there. So I love you, Pisces, and I will see you again very soon. Take care of yourself and remember, you are worthy. Bye, Pisces.